Good afternoon, everybody, and we're going to make a new video. And this says I've gone out to members today to put in a new Winfomrgtx video for frequently asked questions. There's the first one. You can see that it's on our YouTube. There's the link if you want to take note of that. You can always pause the video to pick that one up. Anyway, let's go back now to GTX and we'll start fresh. So what I've done, I've actually got yesterday's Sandown meeting up, and there are a few things there I could show you now. Some of the things I've done is, if you have a look at that, I've now got a much darker outline on the GTX program, so it makes it easier to look at. So that's easy to organise in the various menus. You can just see the drop-down menus, and there are different things you can do, like with changing your toolbars and what they look like, local time, form filters, colours, all of that sort of thing. And you can also change, as you can see, that I'll change the font to a bold one there, so it makes it easier to see. And also you can see the layout here, the imaginary race course, and what you're seeing for the Winform ratings is what should happen to the horses. Now that's based on a bit of a speed map thing as well. But as you can see, Gilmore should have beaten them by a mile and actually finished 5th. Bad luck about that. Okay, but even so, if we have a look now and we just choose the horse Gilmore, you can have a look here and you can see the form there. You might notice that its last run was the 16th of February, first up at Moonee Valley. So it was a second up run, which is usually all right. If you look back here at Kembla, you'll find that it was second of the turn, finished second, only beaten the neck. Second up at Kembla, that was back in October. And yeah, it just didn't do any good second up, so pity about that, but that's what happens sometimes. Trained by Peter Snowden at Flemington, so good jockey. Can't imagine why it lost. Instead, Lazy Susan got up. Now, you can see the form was reasonably okay there if you want to have a quick look in. You can see it's been sort of up since October last year. It should be worn out by now, even though it still managed to finish second over 1200 here last start. So the form hasn't been too bad. Plenty of numbers in there. Finally, it got up. I wouldn't have expected it. I would have expected it to be getting tired by now, but it didn't happen anyway. So in the second there, this one here, Quickster, you see it's got a 20-point penalty there. And the reason is also because that one's second up and it's over 1,300 metres. So it's the first time it's been up from a spell. The price of it was $1.30 and it did manage to get up, but I wasn't on it. We had Henry's Blade, Blinker's first time. Thought that might have been a bit of chance, but nevertheless, wasn't on that anyhow, so it doesn't matter to me. And it was a nice, good track. I really liked that it was a good track. Okie doke. Now, in our race 3, you had to go all the way down here to find a $31.50 winner. That was Biden Time. Have no idea where that rating came from. If I look there, was it a Werribee race? It was a terrible rating. 16.4, they ran 86.54, 55 for a 1400 maiden. No wonder it was out at $31. I couldn't have backed it. Anyway, so race 4. We got a top-rated winner. This was a C-plan race, so Fire of Etna was the favourite here at $2.70. In percentage terms, that's 36%. And this one here is $4.40, so that's 21%, so 57% altogether. You nearly double your money, you would imagine, but in actual fact, betting best of the best, you would have ended up getting $3 on that. So the extra money would have meant you would have doubled your money on that race. In race 5, the favourite is way down here. It did manage to win, and it was a fairly open betting race anyway. In race 6, we had Son of Solly. It was the second-rated horse, and it was a winner at a good price of $6.50. Now, he had Never Again here as a 9-year-old. No way I would be backing a 9-year-old, especially in Metropolitan Company like we've got here. So it would have been easier just to take that out, which I didn't do because I wasn't backing the race anyway. So had I given it a 20-point penalty, which probably I should have, it would have been down below the others, and that also would have ended up being a C-plan race. No crying over spilt milk. Now, in this race, race 7, this is one where you might notice we've got 3 runners here, all at good prices, roughly around $10, $10 and $8. And those 3 runners you could have backed for a total of about 30%, which means you would have got an effective dividend of $3 backing those 3 horses on a Dutch bet. The favourite was way, way down. So, you know, might have been a bit of a chance. As I said, I wasn't betting it. And then the last race here, all of a sudden you find you've got a horse gets up here in its General Assembly, rated an 8-to-1 chance. This one was rated $1.60. But our top 3 horses here, the prices were $35, $70 and $28. And you could have even added this one in if you wanted, and that one was $139. Doesn't matter. But the point is, you would have been on the winner in that race, General Assembly. I don't know what the general form was like. I didn't have a look. But if you're looking just to see how many horses you could back up to about 50%, then this would have been a wonderful result for you because you would have had a lot of money back. Anyway, so now I'm just going to get to another thing. Things people often get confused with when they're first starting off, and I know there's a few of you out there. So how do we get the form into the program? Okay, this is simple. We click on download, and if we're looking at the Saturday races, let's say we want the Gold Coast, Murray Bridge and Bunbury, we just click on those 3. We click on the jockey file, we can go connect. It taps straight into the server back in Sydney, and bingo, down they come. If you've got a reasonably good internet connection, there it goes. It's processing quite quickly. That's putting in all the jockeys and all the various information form and all the rest of it. And there, because the Cup is on Monday, the Adelaide Cup, that'll get updated for the barrier draw, and that won't be until on the 11th. Will be updated after the barrier draw. That's right. Well, we can't do the barrier draw yet until the weekend because that's on Monday. Okay, so now if we wanted to load our races for Saturday, we load there and we can just go forward by the day. So this is the 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. Whoop, back there, 9th. So that's the Saturday races, the main metropolitan ones. They're running for the weekend. We can load that up, and all of a sudden here's the form for the weekend. It's going to be so easy to see that. So it's all lined up. It all comes up as if it was a good 3. Now it's up to you to change them out. Now what I do, I'll just flick out of here for a minute because I'll go to the internet and I'll pick up racingaustralia.horse. So don't get confused with that address. It's racingaustralia.horse. Now I might want to know what are the track conditions going to be for Saturday. So I'll go track conditions New South Wales. I'm looking here on Saturday, Randwick, good 4. Okay, if I want to track conditions for Victoria, I can see that on Saturday they're going to be expecting a good 4 at Flemington. Good news. Okie doke. Track conditions for South Australia, Morfettville, here we are, expected to be a good 4. Track conditions for Western Australia, everything's a good 4 at present, so not expecting any changes there. Track conditions for Tasmania, I think they were on last night, no races expected. Track conditions for, we are looking at Queensland, and we can see that today's meeting was a heavy 10. Rocky's soft, Ipswich is soft, Esk is a good 4, Gold Coast is soft, and there's so many meetings on Saturday, aren't there? Toowoomba is a good 4 at the moment. So anyway, so that's what you see for the weekend. Tells you what's happening. Okay? So just to let you know how easy it is to get all that information in. And if you want to load your race up, as I said before, for today, we've got these meetings here. We can do them individually, but if we click on the T here, that's T is short for today. You click on T for today, you load the meeting, it comes in, it's got all the information there that you need. Kilcoy, as it turned out, if you go back to racingaustralia.horse, it would have told you that that meeting was abandoned and so on. So, no, it wasn't Kilcoy, was it? Yes, it was. Okay. And Kyneton itself was a slow 5 and so on. So, all good. And that's all I have for you today. Subscribe if you haven't seen this before. But I just hope this updated information will help some of the subscribers who just are slightly forgetful, and you need to do this every day for a couple of weeks just to get used to the program, and then you know where everything is. So good luck and thanks for watching.